let's start with generational fairness. It was the theme of this year's budget with significant new housing dollars, and it's an idea that is now being tested by Parliament. That's because the Bloc is threatening an election if the government doesn't pony up $16 billion over 5 years in new spending for old age security, a measure oddly supported, actually, by the Conservatives and the NDP. And look, I know seniors vote. I know that. The Liberals know that too, having reversed Harper's retirement age changes, having supported long-term care standards, and having increased elderly benefits both for low-income seniors as well as more broadly for seniors 75 and older through OAS. Now, I didn't think increasing OAS was a good idea then, and I lost that debate in my party. The Bloc's current demand, though, is even worse. Simply, OAS increases are both too expensive and poorly targeted. To start, the median income for seniors is less than $35,000. But if you're 65 and you earn up to $90,000, you get the full annual benefit of over $8,500. Yes, it's taxable, and yes, once you hit the $90K income threshold, the benefits start to get clawed back. But a senior earning $120,000 still receives almost $4,000 in OAS, and it isn't entirely phased out until one earns about $150,000. It gets even stranger when you consider that the clawback is based on individual income, not family income. So a seniors couple could earn $180,000 together and receive more than $17,000 in taxable benefits. Add that to the fact that seniors have the highest percentage of net wealth. They are the housing lottery winners of our society, and calling it a poorly targeted program is putting it politely. And remember, this isn't your retirement income that you've paid into. It's not that. This is a benefit fully funded from tax dollars at a huge cost already. Elderly benefits are already the single biggest budget line item, responsible for about 1 in every $7 of federal spending. And they are also projected to grow the fastest. Consider that this year, the government budgeted $34.6 billion collectively for both the Canada Child Benefit and childcare, which is projected to grow to $40.2 billion in 4 years' time. In contrast, the government budgeted $81 billion for elderly benefits just this year, and in only 4 years, that spending is projected to increase to $100 billion. And that number of beneficiaries and related spending is expected to keep growing rapidly through 2035. Of these huge numbers, 75% goes to the poorly targeted OAS. It is a direct challenge to generational fairness if $3 billion a year in new spending prioritizes poorly targeted seniors benefits, when young people are struggling with the very idea of ever owning a home or finding anything resembling affordable shelter. Well, here's how the Bloc responds.
The young people I know, and I am very happy about this, they enjoy a standard of living, a prosperity level, and a level of wealth that I am not that old, but still that we could never have imagined over these past years. I am happy about that, but I think those who built it deserve to be adequately compensated and treated for having done so.
Listen up, kids. You've never had it so good. Of course, one doesn't need to make this a generational fight. We don't need to, because low and moderate income seniors are struggling with rent too. Yes, seniors have the lowest poverty rate among any demographic. In 2022, the poverty rate was 6% for seniors versus about 10% for the general population. But it's also true that no senior should live in poverty, and when you dive deeper into the numbers, you'll find that the poverty rate is significantly higher for single seniors, rising all the way to 13.8%. So let's help them. We could focus on the guaranteed income supplement, squarely serving low-income seniors. Or we could adjust the OAS program to claw back funds more quickly, especially from upper-income couples, and direct those funds to low and moderate-income seniors who are in the greatest need. We could massively reduce poverty among seniors without spending a single new dollar, so long as we're willing to deal with fairness within an older generation and not impose further unfairness on a younger one. For a leader who wants to be seen as fiscally responsible and fighting for young people, well, Poilievre showed us he was the exact opposite of both when he backed the Bloc's proposal. And if he's serious about $1 in new spending being matched by $1 in cuts, well, show me the $16 billion in new cuts. Singh, on the other hand, who rightly talks about helping the vulnerable, well, he showed us he just doesn't understand how existing support programs even work. If this week is any indication, it sure looks like there's only one party that has any concern at all for generational fairness.